Hey guys, Stellar here. I'm back with another video for you guys, and in today's video I'm going to be rewinding just a little bit, and I thought that I would give you a little backstory as to how the group formerly known as the Sassy Sisters came to be. Now, I have had people ask me this question many times, and I really didn't have an answer. I just kind of said, I don't know, we all just kind of found each other and we clicked and we hung out. And it got me to think. So I went to the group and I was asking the ladies the other day, I was like, how did we come to be? How did we find each other? How did you find me? How did we just started talking amongst each other, and everybody was kind of like, I can't even remember. I don't know. I don't remember. And when it came down to it, the whole common denominator between all of us, along with many of us in this quote unquote community, was TT, because we all talked about TT, we all watched TT, and we all found each other because of TT. Now, I remember back in the day, her ex would say, oh, she built this community. She's the one that made this community. And of course, I would roll my eyes like, oh, no, she didn't. This community was already here, pre-existed her. But she did create a lot of friendships, I guess you could say, not with her, but amongst others. And that's how the ladies of the group found each other. All right, so Kaylee is the one that I have known the longest out of all the ladies in the group. I actually met her, I believe, in either Diane's chat or Randy's chat. I can't remember. It's been a long time. But I've known Kaylee the longest, and I knew her before all of the whole Dr. Phil show happened. I would see her in chats, and I would say hello to her and talk to her in chats, and she was always really nice. I thought she was really cool, and we would say hello to each other and chat in the chat. We didn't really DM each other. I think it wasn't until the whole buzz about the Dr. Phil show happened that I ended up in a DM group with her, and I was getting the inside scoop of what was going on, and I was so excited at the time. I just thought it was like, oh my gosh, really? Is this really happening? Because I had heard the rumors, and then this was like, yeah, this is really happening, so this was cool. So I've known Kaylee the longest, and I knew her before the Dr. Phil show. Yeah, it's been a while. All right, so next came D. I found D in Tatted T's stream. And for those of you who don't know who Tatted T is, he is somebody who befriended Trisha and actually made a video defending her. And people were warning him about her, and he did not listen, and it ended up by blowing up in his face. I mean, that's the long story short of it right there. Yeah, things got really ugly, and I don't know. I tried to find the humor in it because I thought she was crushing on the guy, to be honest with you. So I made a video. I'll drop the link in the description box so you guys could check it out. I think it's one of my better videos ever. I really enjoyed it, as did Tatted T. And that's when he gave me a shout out and said that he really appreciated the video because it really made light of the whole situation, because it had gotten really dark and really back and forth and all, how things do here in the drama community. And he had a good laugh at it, so he appreciated that. And that's where I found Dee. She was, I don't know, I think she was on panel with him. I can't remember. It's been a long time. And in the side chats, and she was modding for him, and that's where we started talking. And again, it was just in the chats that I would talk to her. I wouldn't talk to her in DMs. I wasn't, I didn't do that. I didn't like just look for people. People put me in a DM group, I would hang around and I would chit chat with them, but I would never really went out and sought people. So Dee and I knew each other because of his streams. We would talk there, and that was about it, nothing more. But again, in that situation, common denominator, TT. Yeah, TT. So anyhow, next came Sadie, and from what Sadie told me, she found me, I believe she said, from Randy's channel, because I don't know if she saw me talking about a video and then she watched my videos. Anyhow, again, my video on TT, that's where Sadie found me, and she would leave me comments, and her comments are just funny as heck, and I just really liked her sense of humor. And, other than reading her comments and conversing with her in the comments section of my videos, that's all I conversed with her. I didn't really talk to her outside of the comments on my video, from what I remember. And then Sunshine Sally and Just Being Me, I found, again, because of my videos, or that's where they found me because of my videos, or maybe I found Just Be Me because of her parodies. Whatever it is, whatever brought this whole little group of people together was for the one thing that we all had in common, and that was for our dismay of TT. And I find it so ironic that now it's being tossed about that, oh, people only like people because they want to piss somebody off. Oh, they only like this person because this person doesn't like this person. Oh, and this person only likes this person now. And I'm like, oh, please sit down with that. Sit down with that, please. Have a seat. Because that is the basis of many friendships that have formed in this community. That's what this community is all about. Getting under somebody else's skin and seeing who you can team up with to get whoever mad. I don't care what anybody says because we are all guilty of it. All guilty of it. So I think it's very hypocritical when somebody wants to toss that around that, oh, I never did that. I never made friends with people just to make somebody mad. Oh, come on now. Come on. Really? Yeah, so the basis of the group was the dislike for TT. That's what brought us all together because we all had something to say about TT. We all didn't like this about her. We all didn't like that about her. And that's what we did in our DMs. We talked about her. And we talked about other things. We talked about life and we talked about other situations, other drama, other people. Yes, because that's what people do in DMs. They do. That's what we do. We all do it. And again, for that to be tossed around like, oh my gosh, I never talked about anybody in a DM. That's not what you do. Baloney. We all do it. Every single one of us do it. And if you say you don't, you're lying. And to be quite honest with you, I was really surprised that I allowed myself to become a part of this group, that I allowed myself to get so close to the ladies in this group, because I've been in this community for 4 years now, and I have seen friendships start up, and I've seen them fall apart, and I've seen how nasty things have gotten. And because of that, I have been very guarded. I set boundaries for myself. And I just said, I'm not going to let anything cross into the real world. I'm not going to share too much personal stuff because I do share things, especially with the ladies in the group. I don't know what we call each other, but with Sadie and Just Being Me and Sally, I do share personal things with them. But I have been very guarded and I have set boundaries for myself, and they respect that. And I appreciate them for that. But that's how I've been the whole time with this group. And I don't know, maybe there was a person that didn't really like that, didn't understand why I was so private. Well, because I'd seen a few things go down with a particular person when it involved other people. At one time they were friends with somebody and then it blew up, and next thing you know, nasty things are coming out. Just like what's going on right now. So I'm so thankful that I was guarded, that I put up my boundaries and I stuck to them, because in the back of my mind I thought, if one day something should happen, all hell's going to break loose, and no, I don't want my personal stuff out there. I don't want people knowing things that I didn't want them to know. So thankfully I had boundaries and I stuck to them. So I didn't divulge a lot of my personal life with this person, and I am so grateful, because what I'm seeing coming out now, I'm like, oh no, 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 nope, no. And I didn't want this to happen. So let that be a lesson to those of you out there who are really quick to make friends with people and start giving them your personal information. Take a look. Slow down, take a look. If they've had issues with somebody else, if there's been problems in the past, that might be you someday. So set some boundaries and pull back a little bit. You don't have to put all your personal life out there for strangers to know to be your friend. You don't need to do that. If somebody's going to be your friend, they could be your friend. You don't need to let them in so deep. And I'm not saying to not form friendships. Form friendships, because had I not given this group a chance, I wouldn't have had as much fun as I've had. I mean, I loved doing the parodies. It was so much fun when we would get on panel and, yeah, I had the crappy Wi-Fi. Well, it wasn't my Wi-Fi, okay? It wasn't. It was my device I was using. Now I can do it on my laptop and I'm not having the issues I was having before. And, had I not given it a chance, I wouldn't have experienced all the fun times that we did have, because we did have fun times. this group was very fun. You guys all know, everybody loved our skits. They loved the parodies. But things just started going the wrong way, where, certain obsessions were just taking control and killing the streams that we were having, because it always turned to a certain subject and it just was getting old, and other things happened, and it's a shame. It's really a shame, because I think that we brought a lot of laughter to people, and but whatever, it is what it is. But I have made some very good friends, within the group and outside the group, and I appreciate them. I appreciate those of you who support us. I appreciate those of you who came and enjoyed our streams. I appreciate those who keep on supporting us. And I appreciate, Sadie, Just Be Me, and Sunshine Sally for being there for me on the days that I just needed somebody to talk to. And you guys let me vent. And, Sadie, you're always so quick to turn something around and, have us laughing. And I appreciate that. And just want to say that. But yeah, our group was fun while it lasted. And it's too bad the way things have turned out. But, sometimes they say things happen for reasons. And yeah, so that's my story. That's how we all came together, and how we all fell apart will come soon enough. Yeah, fun times. But anyhow, that's going to be it for right now. Remember, each and every one of you are awesome. Now go out there and make it a stellar day.